and welcome to the beginning of my first project vlog. I'm about to go to work, and I will be at the theater for 11 hours today. So I figured it was the perfect time to start this sweater for my nephew. I have this ball of yarn because there's no way in hell I'm gonna get farther than that today. I have my knitting needles set up. I just brought all of them because I know that I'm gonna need to change to the bigger size at some point, I think quickly, because the ribbing probably won't take that long. I've got my very chaotic measuring tape that's just thrown in there. Eventually I'll get a retractable one. My little needle minders and some stitch markers, including this one that I'm going to use for marking where I am in the round. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? It's so pretty. My coworker literally gave me all of this except for the measuring tape and the knitting needles, though she did suggest me to get these knitting needles. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. I have a 2-hour break in the middle of the day and sometime during my shift when the dryers are going that there's nothing else to be doing at the moment. It's not every time the dryer's going, but just at the beginning of the shift. So I have all my stuff. Time to get started on my first sweater and my first project vlog. So let's go. Hello, good morning. I have made some more progress on the sweater. I've finally switched over to the size needles that I'm supposed to be using, and I don't know how else to show you besides just like like this. But I'm working on the yoke right now. I mean, it's my first sweater, so it's not perfect, but it's looking pretty decent. I forgot that I didn't actually want to do the garter thing, and I did one row of garter because it was like purl 8, and I was like, okay, whatever the pattern says, and then I was like, oh no, that's the garter. So there's 2 little garter ridges at the top of each sleeve, so that's funny. Worse things have happened, it's fine. But yeah, I'm almost halfway done with the yoke, basically, and then we're just gonna keep plowing along. Hello. It's 5 million degrees outside right now. I just got in from the outdoors. It's so awful and gross and blah. But anyways, I'm making really good progress on the sweater. I'm officially finished with the yoke. So basically I just need to split off into the sleeves. I'm kind of nervous because I've never done this before, and I have to put things on like little tubes and kind of nervous, but it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I might just do that so I can split off and then start working in the round again to like finish the body. So yeah, that's the progress on that. I'm so sweaty. I just got back from work. Gotta go walk flip and then come back inside and try to cool off. I'm gonna take a cool shower, relax. It'll be good. Okay, basically I just need to section off for the sleeves. I just need to put the sleeves on a little thing and then just start connecting the body. Ray and I are just gonna watch Lord of the Rings and I'm just gonna knit. Sounds like a great night to me. So let's figure this out, I guess. Okay, I put the little tiny sleeves on hold. Wait, actually, look how cute. We are cooking with gas now. We're on the body and we're just gonna keep going. I think, yeah, we're just working in the round. I don't know, dude. Seems like it. Everything's connected. Anyways, I guess just keep going around until it's 5.5 inches from the armpit. Hi. Okay, quick update on the sweater. My coworker helped me get started on this sleeve. I've done about 1/2 inch so far. Basically, we're just gonna start working out. We are using 2 double pointed needles. I'm hating it, not gonna lie. This is obviously my first sweater. This is really technically my first official project that I'm doing. The Sophie hood, I'm like halfway done. This will be the first one that I'm actually finishing, but I'm not enjoying the double pointed needles. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's making everything a lot more annoying and difficult. And also, I was doing some of this ribbing at work, which would have been fine if I was actually paying attention. So if you can see, this ribbing is fine. It's great. And then I was not paying attention, and what's that? It turned into like a checkered pattern because I missed one stitch, and now everything's shifted over, so it's just completely checkered, which is so annoying. So now I have to rip back, which is something that I am not looking forward to at all, because when it comes to picking up stitches and blah blah blah, it makes me so anxious because I don't know what I'm doing actually. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should like try to go along and like pick it up like that, or if I should just take it off the needles, rip back, and then stick it through all the tiny little holes. I feel like that might be the easiest way to go, and then if I accidentally dropped a stitch, there are ways to pick it up from that. I think that's probably the best way to go, to be honest. So when I have like the mental focus to be able to do that, I will do that. Yeah, definitely not looking forward to finishing the sleeves, but I really want to get this done in the next week or so, just mainly so I can get this video out, but also so that I can work on other projects, because I have a lot of other fun ones that are in the works that I would like to finish this before I can like mentally move on to the next thing. So anyways, that's the update on the sweater right now. I am doing the double pointed needles. I've basically was so stressed out because there was like some gapping happening on either side of like where you see how like the needles are like this. It's supposed to be a circle obviously, but because the sleeve is so tiny, the magic loop would be like so crazy that it would just be annoying. But I was worried because I was getting some gapping, like there's kind of an awkward, you can't really see it, there's kind of an awkward gap like on the top and a little bit on the bottom, and I was like trying to text my sister-in-law because she's been knitting for a long time and she loves double pointed needles and like is very good at using them. Basically she was like, if you just like after every couple of rows like switch a few of the stitches onto each needle, so you're kind of like rotating almost like you're spiraling where your double pointed needles are like laying, then it will stop the gapping. And I was like, you're a genius, thank you so much. So luckily there's only a tiny bit of gapping and like only some ugliness has occurred, but I'm making progress on the sleeves. I've gotten about 2 inches into the sleeve. It says that it needs to do 4 inches, and then there's like 6 rows with a decrease and then 6 more rows and another decrease or something like that. And then I unfortunately have to do one more sleeve, which I'm really not looking forward to. And then I think I'm gonna try to do some kind of like a lifeline situation for fixing the ribbing. I just have to make sure to look up a video to make sure that I'm like picking up the right part of the stitch and like doing all of that correctly. But yeah, I think it'll be fine. You know, I'm not too worried about it. It's my first sweater and it's for a baby, so who cares? But it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. We'll see. I really want to see if I can finish the ribbing by the end of the night. That's my new goal. I'm stopping on the sleeves because I really don't want to work on them right now at all. We'll say pausing on the sleeves and going on this so that I can finish it and maybe do the bind off. I realized at work in my panic of like asking my coworker how to pick up the stitches and like add the yarn in, that I only took a little bit of yarn. Like I should have made a bigger ball before cutting it because I only had the one ball of yarn that I had at work with me. So now I'm a little bit worried that I'm not gonna have enough yarn to do the ribbing and the bind off. Like worst case scenario, I can just make the ribbing a tiny bit shorter than I need to and then just like do the bind off and like it'll be fine. But I also have no idea how to do a bind off, so maybe I should watch a few tutorials and figure out how to do that. Okay, project. So far, this is where we're at. I'm done with the ribbing on the bottom. It's just about an inch, and I have enough yarn, I think, to do a bind off. So I have to look up how to do a bind off, which is gonna be fine. But yeah, this is the progress so far. It's really, really cute. And I forget if I mentioned this or not, but Ray suggested that I put a little sheep on the front. Obviously, first of all, because it's cute, but second of all, so that they know which way the front is, because I'm not gonna like sew a tag into this, especially for a baby, but like that just feels silly to sew a tag into something that you made unless you're like selling it. I guess if you need to know which way is front and which way is back, you can like put a little ribbon or something. I don't know what people do. It's looking really, really cute so far. Again, it's a little bigger than I thought it would be, but I guess it's 6 to 12 month size, so like this feels reasonable-ish. And also if it's a little bit oversized and he can grow into it, like that's fine too. So I'm really excited. Again, this is gonna be like a Christmas present, so I'm just feeling very excited about getting this done, even though the necessity of having it done right now is like not important at all. I'm excited to start another sweater after this. I feel like I kind of always want to have a sweater going, just so I can always have a knitting project on the needles, and also because I feel like I have so many sweaters that I want to knit. The next one's gonna be for Addie, and then the one after that is gonna be for me. So that's where we're at. That is where we're at currently. Basically, I decided to be insane and actually do one more round of the ribbing because I was like, I think I definitely have enough yarn, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm not so sure, actually. I have a little less than half remaining to bind off and that much yarn left. I think I should be fine, but I really am still definitely in like the crochet mindset of things where like it uses way too much yarn. Like this much yarn all the way up to the top of my fingers in crochet would get me like one row of nothing. So I think I made the educated guess that it would be enough. And I think actually now that I'm looking at it, I'm feeling a lot better about it. I was like, okay, I can wrap this around the circumference of the knitting project like a certain amount of times, enough so I think I can do one more round before I start binding off. And I'm just doing the bind off where you go in purlwise 2 stitches, come out, go in knitwise 1 stitch, and then take it off. And it's looking really good. It seems pretty solid. It's not like super duper stretchy, but honestly the size of the bottom of this knit piece is like big enough that like it doesn't necessarily need to be stretchy. And I think it's fine if it's like a little bit flared on the bottom and not necessarily like scrunchy or anything. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna finish casting off the rest of this, and then I guess Sleeve Island. So I guess this is project number 1 of my Christmas project list. I need to actually make an official Christmas project list very soon, so maybe I can do that in another video coming up. I have a couple of like planning things that I need to do. Like I really need to work on my August spread, and maybe after I do my August spread I can make a list of like things that I need to start for Christmas. There's a couple of things that I kind of just want to start either way. I'm really hoping that I can finish. There's no fucking way I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm really hoping that I can finish a sweater for Addie before Halloween. That's not happening. Maybe for Christmas it would be fine, and then unfortunately Addie would just have to wait until next Halloween to use it as an actual costume, but that would be fine. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Mainly because I was learning a couple of new things and it's small. I think getting the double pointed needles on there slowed my progress significantly. When I was just doing it in the round, I was like flying along, but when it comes to doing the sleeves, I feel like I've slowed down so much. So theoretically, when I do a adult-sized sweater, it would be a little bit easier because I could just do a magic loop and it wouldn't be so bad. Because I had to start this project on a magic loop. And this is like the size of the sleeves that I want to do. Because Addie wants the sweater to be slightly oversized. So I just like, the sweater is going to take me how long it's going to take me. And this one took me, so far it seems like it's going to take me about a month. But again, I've been like reading and doing other stuff. So I lost about a week of progress because I didn't know how to use the double pointed needles, so that definitely slowed me down a bit. But I think maybe if I like really lock in, I could try to get it done before Halloween, but it's probably just gonna end up being a Christmas present, which is fine. Anyways, I'll think more about this later. I need to stop pontificating about my Christmas project list, and I kind of just need to keep going with this. Everything's gonna be fine though. Everything's gonna be great. It's going really well. I'm happy to announce that my instincts were actually correct, and this is how much I have left to bind off, and I still have a ton of yarn, which is amazing. So it's good that I did that extra row of the ribbing, and I still have a lot of yarn. Today I won the game of yarn chicken, and I'm very pleased with that. One thing I'm finding is that I love binding off. It's so peaceful. I'm like chilling so hard right now. The fact that I like this so much makes me think I'm really gonna like embroidery. No idea why I have not started that yet. Probably just because I don't have the materials and I don't intend on getting the materials anytime soon. I would like to do more research before even asking for the materials to do any kind of embroidery. I have some embroidery floss and a really tiny like plastic embroidery hoop, so I could like theoretically embroider stuff onto like pieces of clothing that I already have. I might just need to buy the proper needle, which is something that like literally does not matter at all, and like I'm not stressed about it right now. So plenty of other projects and things to do, so that is definitely not something that I need right now. I'm so close to being done. I'm enjoying myself. It's a nice day. The sun is shining. It's boiling hot outside, but that's okay because I'm not outside. I really, really, really want to go to the beach soon, though. I'm gonna start a lace crochet project next, so that's gonna be fun. I will just give you vague updates about that in my like regular videos because you are not gonna see the final product video for that probably for a year. That's gonna take me freaking forever. It's like a full-sized crochet shirt with thread, like literally thread. Do you see how small that is? Size 10. So yeah, the thing about that one is the crochet needle, the hook, I mean, is so tiny. I'm gonna have to like wrap something around it so that there's a bit more of a grip, because if I have to use a tiny ass little hook like that for the 100 hours that this shirt is gonna take me, I think I'm gonna lose the ability to use my hands. I'm gonna get freaking carpal tunnel. So anyways, I'll keep you guys updated on that, just like periodically, but the whole full project video will be out when it's done, which will be 100 years from now. But this is really fun. I'm so excited to finally be doing project vlogs. I feel like I've been wanting to do this for a while. So yeah, I feel like I've been talking a lot. Let me just keep knitting and I'll actually come to you when I have a real update. See you later. Hello everyone. I am supremely sweaty right now. It is so hot outside. This is the day that I thought, oh yeah, I could be done with the sweater by today or yesterday and then post the video. No, that's not happening. I don't know why I thought it was ever going to be happening. This is where we're at with the sweater. I'm at the point where I can do decreases on the sleeves. Still not having a fun time with the double pointed needles, but we're making it work. It's going well. It's going well otherwise. So that's the update. I just need to keep going with these sleeves. I really hope that this video can come out a week from today. It is terrifying outside. It has been hot and boiling and humid all day, and now it is like thunderstorming, like terrifying tornado vibes out there. Ooh, anyways, that's the update. I'm gonna take a shower because it's boiling hot, and then I think I'm just gonna chill and knit for the rest of the evening as much as I can. Gotta keep making progress. Okay, now, obviously I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this by myself, so I'm gonna be very brave and figure it out. I'm really, really, really not looking forward to doing a whole other sleeve, but I just have to bind this off now. So close to being done with the sweater. Like, this is so cute. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to do this sleeve, and as much as I wanted this to be done by the end of this week, I have no idea if that's gonna happen or not. So this is where we're at. I don't know why this part of the neckline is like folding down. I'm sure that that will like kind of relax and maybe stop doing that once I like block it, but it's definitely like flipping back. I don't know if you can see that. I still feel like this feels big. I mean, I'm like, it feels big. It's literally the size of my head. It's so tiny actually. But he's so tiny right now. So, you know, obviously he'll grow. It's going really well. Guys, I was really brave and I picked up the stitches on the arm myself. So I'm learning to become an independent woman, and also the double pointed needles, I hate them at least 40% less than I hated them on the first sleeve. So I feel like we're making a lot of progress all around. Let me just show you where we're at right now. I am about an inch in to sleeve number 2. Oh, it's looking so dang cute. It's so small. I have been so obsessed with Be Creative Knits lately. I don't know if you guys have watched her videos. If you're a knitter, I highly recommend. I had actually one of her patterns saved on my like knitting inspo Pinterest board for months now, and then I realized that she had a YouTube channel, and I've just been binging all of her videos basically. So that's been really great. That's been super fun. Yeah, that's basically it. I know for like most of this video I've just been wearing this pair of freaking pajamas, but they're comfy and cute and I like them, so sue me. This is what I wear when I'm inside my house. I wear my comfy clothes. It is what it is. Anyways, I'm saving this and the next video as a treat for myself when I finish editing, so I can continue knitting along to her videos because they're great to knit with. I looked up a tutorial of how to do a duplicate stitch, so I think I have that all figured out. I think I found the little, there's a handful of like charts or whatever on Pinterest. So I found one. I basically was like, okay, this one or this one to Ray, and he chose this one. So we're doing a big chunky sheet right here in the middle. I have white and black yarn to use for this, which is perfect because that means getting rid of more yarn scraps, which is really the whole point of this. And yeah, I'm genuinely shocked at how little yarn this sweater has used. It's mind-boggling to me how much less yarn knitting uses than crochet, because I started with a large ball of this. Probably, I want to say the ball of yarn was this big, and I still have so much left. Like so much, way more than I thought. I had like 2 or 3 balls of this and I was like, great, I have so much yarn, blah blah blah. Now the world is my oyster because I have so many more smaller balls of yarn that I was just like, oh, what am I ever gonna be able to use this for? Now I know. Tiny little sweaters. So yeah, this is great. I'm really happy with this. Also, this is totally already like fuzzing up, which is kind of annoying, but again, it's a sweater for a baby. I don't even know how many times he's gonna wear it, so who cares? It doesn't matter. Yeah, I will see you later today while I'm finishing this sleeve, and then we'll do some duplicate stitch, and then it'll be done. And I can give these needles that my coworker lent me back to her. Everything is perfect. And it's all going my way. I'm so happy. Everything's great. Hello. Okay, I am now officially done with the sweater. Yes, this is for your cousin. Okay, I'm gonna leave Flip alone now because he's like, what the heck are you doing, lady? And now I just have to do duplicate stitch. So I'm going to pop on my headphones, listen to an audiobook, and do some duplicate stitching. I just have to watch one more tutorial because I watched one and I was like, okay, seems simple enough, but I kind of forgot what you're supposed to be doing. So I'll watch it again and then get to working on the sheep. I was really worried that I didn't have black acrylic yarn in the right size, but I found my little extra bag of extra like noodly yarn where everything's kind of chaotic, and I found it. God, I finished it. Oh my god. Look how cute this is. Look at this little tiny little sweater. Oh my gosh, the sheep turned out so good. The pattern, not the pattern, the chart was a little like, oh, I don't know, I'm not convinced, but I gave Ray the option between this one and a different one, like I said, and I'm so glad that he chose this one because this is so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there we go. First present done. I'm really proud. My first ever sweater. I weaved in all my ends. I sewed together all the gaps in the underarms. Doesn't look like amazing. It's not like the cleanest thing in the world. And it's a little like thicker than I thought. It's almost like, you know, when you have those sweatshirts or whatever that are like machine embroidered. It's like a thick whatever. I wasn't really expecting that. I guess I should have been. But really that just kind of encourages me to learn how to do color work instead of duplicate stitching. So I will definitely be attempting to do that next time. So yeah, here we go. Tiny little sweater. And that's it. That was my first project video, start to finish. Again, it took a little longer than I thought it was going to. The pattern was amazing. Definitely recommend Tin Can Knits. I just didn't do the garter on the sleeve besides the like one garter that I did accidentally. I'm going to need to like block this a little bit just to like get it to be more relaxed and soft and whatever. I'm really, really pleased with how this turned out, and it's so cute. And if Ray and I end up having kids in the future, like I'm so excited to just knit them their entire wardrobe basically, because it's so easy to knit baby clothes. It just takes so much less time. The only annoying thing is like the sleeves get really kind of fiddly, but it's really not that bad. I think I'll get used to the double pointed needles, and I can always get cables. Yeah, the cables that are more flexible for my interchangeable needles. But anyways, all in all, I had a really good time knitting this, and very, very happy, very pleased with how this turned out. Anyways, thanks again for watching. I definitely want to kind of not like completely pivot my content or anything, but I definitely want to focus more on creating my own stuff, like being more, I don't want to say self-sufficient necessarily because I live in a city and that's impossible, but like trying to learn more of those skills where I don't necessarily have to buy things if I want them. Like if I see a sweater that I like, I can just be like, oh, I can knit that or whatever. Obviously yarn will still need to be bought at certain points, but right now I'm kind of doing a big stash busting project. So this is definitely the first stash busting project in this little series and whatever. But yeah, I definitely want to focus more on the frugal side of things, because I feel like obviously that is just the lifestyle that I will be having moving forward. I can't really see myself ever leaving the frugal lifestyle of like, if I can make it, I'm going to make it sort of thing. And like learning how to sew and being able to knit and like stash busting and stuff is definitely like on my way to doing that. You know, I'm never ever gonna go full-blown trad wife, do not worry. I do believe in human rights, but like just kind of not having to rely on buying things is really liberating in my opinion. So definitely gonna be trying to focus more on that, doing free things around the city while I'm here, taking advantage of those kinds of programs and things that are offered, just stuff like that. I don't know, that's the kind of vibe that I'm going for moving forward. So hopefully that is exciting. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I will see you again in the next one. Until then, I'm sending you all my love, because we're all just trying our best out here. Okay, bye.